Hey guys, I hope you had a great holiday. Our guest this week is Jason Servais with OnQ Financial. Jason, how you doing?
Doing very well.
Awesome. What I want to talk about today is interest rates and the fact that it's a buyer's market. It's kind of becoming a seller's market because our inventory is so low. But with interest rates being so low, it really is still a buyer's market, but we're not seeing a flood of buyers come to the market. So what's your take on that?
You know, I agree. It seems like we're so low on inventory that the people that are wanting to purchase are having a really hard time being able to do that. But if you think about it, interest rates are at a historic all-time low, so now is a perfect opportunity.
So if people are having a hard time purchasing, is it because the qualifications are that much harder than they were 4 or 5 years ago?
You know, I don't think it's the qualifications have changed. You know, I would say there's been a change from the qualification for somebody who's maybe self-employed and doesn't claim all their income. The stated income, the no documentation loans, those are kind of the things of the past. But as long as you claim and document your income, you know, qualifications are pretty much the same as they were before.
And if you were to recommend to a buyer to take advantage of today's rates, and they're telling you that they want to maybe not lock in yet, they want to see if they go even lower, what would your recommendation be there?
You know, my thing is I'm not a gambler when it comes to the interest rate. What I recommend that they do is we sit down and put together the numbers and get an idea of where their payment range is. If that payment range fits where that interest rate is, I would say lock it in. Because you run the risk of it increasing and maybe putting you out of that comfort level.
Okay, so let's talk about interest rates. If it were to increase a 1/4% or 1/2%, what would that do to a payment?
Typically on an average rule of thumb, for every 1/4% you're going to see an interest rate, depending on the dollar amount you're borrowing, but you're probably looking anywhere from a $20 to $25 swing in monthly payment it can be.
That could add up over time.
Yes, it definitely can.
Okay, so now with interest rates being at historic lows, inventory being low, it's a great time to buy, but we are going to see a little bit more challenging times with inventory being so low. From the mortgage end, do you see inventory staying this low, or do you think that we're going to see some more inventory come on the market? What are your thoughts?
You know, it's interesting because I see that there's a lot of property that are under contract that are pending short sale approval. And what I've been seeing is the short sale approval process has gotten so much better. The banks are approving them so much quicker. You know, it's allowing people that would normally take 9 months to be able to get a home, be able to take ownership in 2 to 4 months. The other thing too is I think as the banks got smarter and smarter, they're reaching out to consumers that maybe are in distress and educating them about getting your house on the market as a short sale transaction and working with you to get you out of that property if you need to.
I'm seeing that too. I think it's great. I think the banks are doing a much better job than they were a year ago. My prediction for 2012, short sales are going to be very prevalent in the marketplace. And I think that sales are going to get even hotter in 2012 than they were in 2011. So I think we're seeing a turn. And I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Jason Servais with OnQ Financial. Jason, how can they reach you?
Best way is my cell phone, 602-410-2118. Or you can email me at jason@theservicegroup, and it's SERVAIS. So jason@theservicegroup.com.
Now's a great time to buy. It's a great time to sell. It's a great market. So thank you for watching, and stay inspired, my friends. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.